Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to another Primordial Princess video. Today, what I want to talk about and lead you through, it's something that is very tender for me. There is a deep delicacy to the way that this thread is unraveling inside of my psyche right now. And it's about how we hold power. Spiritual power, physical power, intellectual power, beauty as power, power in general. Power in this world, incredibly misunderstood, incredibly unsupported, incredibly villainized. And because of this, those who carry power, instinctive or attained, often fall into these deeply isolating traps of just this lack of safety in their body and how they relate to their power that creates a massive wall between them and the world. This can go into two extremes from what I've seen, and often most people tend to swing between both extremes, most people who struggle with this and with their own power. And those extremes are, in the one hand, becoming this unattainable, untouchable force, climbing the corporate ladder, the success ladder, the place of attainment where you feel like you're untouchable and you're finally made it, or creating so much power and mystery around you, and then not realizing that the very thing that you thought would be a place where you could finally rest and belong ends up becoming a prison and a tower that you're locked inside of. And the other extreme is creating or diminishing yourself and creating a kind of false persona that lowers and dilutes your power and makes you feel more relatable, accessible, easy to digest, and just in general smaller, more compressed version of what you actually are. So both sides of those spectrums are obviously very lonely. When you create that untouchable power and you, like a fortress, you're lonely because people are afraid to touch you. They're afraid of what you represent, and there's no bridge to you. So there's this deep aching sense of longing. And on the other side of that, you connect with people, but you're not actually connecting. You're almost like there's a filter between you and the real you, and because of that, there's just this aching sense of, I'm feeling you, I'm letting you see me, I'm trying to meet you where you are, I'm trying to get down to your level or the level that I think you operate, and in doing so, I am alone. I'm deeply alone. This was something I struggled with on both sides of the spectrum, and this type of energetic dynamic ends up creating a trap in your creative power, in your energy, in your ability to create your desires, because when you're trying to create and there's a buffer between you and the world, there's often what happens is we move so close to touching our desires and then poof, they disappear. The illusion, this is the proverbial carrot on a stick. It's like you keep touching the possibility, but every time it starts to become something real, it falls apart. Endless disappointment, endless disillusion, endless sense of almost touching it, but then watching it fall away. And it's mirroring you. That same principle is literally exactly how you are relating to the world. You're so close to touching it, but there's a wall. And this is why it's really important to soften the walls of power and let more energy and love in order to connect with life and connect with the truth of what we can actually become when we're fully seen. Holding power is scary. It's vulnerable, it's scary, but it doesn't need to be something that separates you from the world. And in fact, merging your power with your humanity is the most profound, loving, healing thing you could offer anyone in this this world, because it grants them permission. It's like, I am this thing of power, but I am also you, and you can meet me here, and we can dance together, and we don't have to be lonely. And you stepping into your power, as softened by your humanity, it is so liberating for people to experience, because it gives them, there's a bridge. You're not this untouchable force anymore. You're now something grounded, human, and earthy, but also celestial, magnificent, and powerful. So what I want to do is I want to lead you through a meditation that brings you back to the softness of your power in your body, the safety of your power in your body, so that you no longer have to experience this sense of not being met and feeling that constant disappointment with life and with the way things show up for you and your loneliness. If you've ever had this feeling like you're too much and the world can't understand you, this video is for you. If you've ever had a feeling like you have to dumb yourself down or make yourself smaller, make yourself fit into a box of what people expect, this video is for you. Power is not meant to be understood, but it is meant to be held and embraced in our softness, in our vulnerability, in our humanity. Power without vulnerability it pushes life away, it pushes people away, it pushes the world away, and we don't want that, because we want to be deeply connected to the world and to other human beings just as deeply as we are connected to our own power. So, without further ado, let's get into this meditation. Okay, so we are now getting into meditation. I just want you to take a moment to draw your energy into your body, pulling it down and letting it flow through. You can touch yourself, you can just allow yourself to feel the sensation of your consciousness sinking down, and really starting to breathe from the solar plexus, allowing that energetic center to hold you as we navigate this. The solar plexus is very connected to our power and our will, but we want to draw that energy into a deeper relationship to our sacral area so that we can integrate that more into the communal landscape of the world. So, allowing yourself to sink in, just take a moment to feel the full expression of your power. Just allow yourself to feel at your most expressed, your most radiant, your most magnificent, majestic presence. Let that begin to consume yourselves. And as it starts to move through you, you may notice a kind of tension or hostility in the way the energy flows. An anger, a frustration, a grief, a sense of sadness. Just let those emotions be present as you call upon and summon your power. Now, as you're calling your power into your body, I want you to really focus on the way it feels. I just want you to focus on feeling the sensation of how it moves through you. So now allowing yourself to then soften and feel what exists underneath the power. So begin to feel all of the vulnerability, all of the places where your shadows live, your doubts, your feelings of inadequacy, your humanity. Just let yourself feel that. Let yourself soften into that sense, that place where you are unguarded, where your energy is just sensitive and sweet and open and tender and raw and yearning and searching and longing and all of that beautiful human complexity. So just allow yourself to drop into that place from your power. Now notice how connected your power is to that softness. Notice how able they are to coexist. Is there a very clear split between the two energies? Is there a sense of flow between them? Just allow yourself to touch the distinction between the two forces. Now I want you to call that softness into the power. So let those two distinct energies, your soft human vulnerability and your powerful divine energetic mastery and potency and beauty and brilliance, let those two energies collide. Let them, like you're mixing two ingredients in a cauldron, or you want them to come together. Even though they feel very distinct, I want you to feel your body integrating them. And as you're doing this, you're allowing yourself to feel whatever emotions rise for you. You're allowing yourself to touch upon the places where you are noticing you don't want to be held, you don't want to be met, you don't want to be seen. And just give grace and softness to those emotions. Give yourself full permission to feel the weight of everything you are as blended with the weight of everything you feel like you're not. Just allow those two opposites to come together and harmonize in your body. And then I want you to take 3 deep breaths and really kind of force those breaths out of you, like you're expelling something. And so as you take those 3 deep breaths, push it out. I want you to allow yourself to feel the wall crumbling around you. The wall of that aggressive, hostile power. Just feel that crumbling with each breath. Allowing yourself to witness the movement, the opening, the dissolution of these walls. And you can even visualize walls crumbling, castle walls crumbling around you and just falling ashes to the floor. And then as they crumble, I want you to feel the sensation of sunlight piercing through what was once shadowed and contained. So just allow that sense of light touching you after you've been in the darkness. That light illuminating both your softness and your majesty. Just feel that nurturing warmth of the sun as it moves to touch your raw, exposed skin and presence. And as you let that sun just softly move over you and kind of kiss your skin, kiss your body, kiss your energy, I want you to feel yourself sinking down deep into your root, and then allowing yourself to repeat this 3 times. I belong, I belong, I belong. And then you draw your energy into stillness. You seal the practice with a so it is, and you soften. And in doing so, you should have unlocked a sense of belonging and freedom in your duality. The duality of your power, the duality of your humanity, and the way those two forces come together to create something truly magical and truly stunning. Bringing more connection and more of a sense of being fully seen in everything you are, all of you, your greatest beauty, your greatest weakness, and being still in the center point of all of that. Just knowing that you are pure, you're perfect, and you belong. I hope you enjoyed this little guided meditation and process, and I am very excited for you to be here in my world and a part of these journeys and transmissions, and I invite you to subscribe and continue growing and evolving with me in power and humanity. This is Princess Hurricane. I love you. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to be soft and powerful at the same time.